My initial reaction with Ravon is, wow.
Never pop your zits. That's the mantra of every skincare expert in the world. But watching the videos of others popping theirs does not damage your face. In fact, it oddly gives you satisfaction. And our favorite dermatologist, Dr. Pimple Popper, has a lot of pops that also gives her immense satisfaction. If you have ever been curious about the moments that gave the queen of pop satisfaction, you've come to the right channel. Welcome to Film Time, and here are some of the moments that gave Dr. Pimple Popper satisfaction. But before we move to today's content, if you like this video, we would appreciate it if you can hit the like button. If you like the content like this, never miss an update by subscribing to our channel below. From pimple squeezes, blackhead extractions, to giant head lipomas, Dr. Lee has got them all, and we've decided to compile the list of satisfying videos to Dr. Lee's satisfaction. If you thought the sensational doctor does not have pops that give her satisfaction, you are in for a wild ride. Pop your corn and watch the pops. Number 1. The Masked Blackhead Man. Dr. Pimple Popper has popped a lot of blackheads over time, so what made this case special and satisfying to her? According to her, she got immense satisfaction from popping the man's blackhead. Difficult blackheads are her favorite pop of all. The unnamed elderly man had a lot of blackheads that had formed a mask on his face, which took 3 sessions. He had blackheads around his eyes, temples, and forehead. She has always mentioned favorite pimples to treat are the ones with the biggest pops, and this was no exception.
You know what they've been, the occupation that people have had has been, they've been like a fireman.
Number 2, Mr. Wilson's blackhead. Dr. Pimple Popper often includes this particular case on the list of her favorite blackhead extractions, which means the case gave her immense joy and satisfaction. It gave us satisfaction, and we enjoyed watching the video just as much as she enjoyed popping the zits out of Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson had lots of blackheads on his nose with skin and keratin stuck in it. He is a repeated patient whose sessions always satisfy the doctor.
It looks scary to a lot of people if they see red. So,
Number 3, Mama Squishy Buttery Cysts. One of Dr. Lee's satisfying pops is with a patient she fondly calls Mama Squishy. The patient had a lot of bumps all over her body. According to her, the bumps were really satisfying to remove, as she was able to remove the entire contents and the thin sac that contains the bumps. She was excited about the whole process.
So incredible. Isn't that crazy? Like, I'm a fan, but I'm like still so...
Number 4, Mr. Pop's Blackhead. In a video uploaded on her YouTube channel titled Mr. Pops Gets a Good Cleaning, Dr. Lee indeed cleaned the entire nose apartment of Mr. Pop. The elderly man, according to Dr. Lee, has the most amazing and very satisfying blackheads on his nose that she enjoyed extracting. There are a lot of videos on the older man on her YouTube channel. She must have been really impressed with the man's blackhead, because she also opened a GoFundMe account for the widower because of his financial constraints.
I just want to prove to everybody that I'm not doing this against your own will.
Number 5, the Pore of Weiner. She enjoys squeezing pimples and extracting blackheads, but did you also know she enjoys removing large blackheads, like 2 huge blackheads, 2 huge dilated pore of Weiners? Well, if you didn't know that, now you do. The Pore of Weiner is like the American god of all blackheads. Even the excited doctor called the Pore of Weiner the ultimate blackhead, and we couldn't agree more. There's something about older men as her patients that makes you wonder if they are the storage units of questionable skin infections. The older man in this case has the biggest blackheads Dr. Lee has ever seen, and one of the blackheads, according to her, was hard as a pebble and was very satisfying to remove. All in all, we are pretty sure even the patient is satisfied with the fact that a pebble has been lifted off of him.
And just say that if it hurts, because they can always numb it.
Oh yes, absolutely. A lot of times when we numb...
Number 6, Alien Invasion Cyst. If you thought you have seen it all, well, you haven't. This is one of Dr. Lee's favorite pops of all time. The patient had a cyst on his back, and she seems oddly delighted by the case. The patient had 2 cysts on his back that she thinks one of the cysts is like a little alien that is coming out. We totally agreed, as the green pus that came out of the cysts was truly breathtaking.
No, it feels fine.
Good.
Especially the older one.
That's my grandpa, I can hear him.
Number 7. Jumping cyst. In a video uploaded to her Instagram account, Dr. Lee treated a patient with a cyst on her scalp that jumped right out of the scalp right after pop, and she excitedly named the video Pop on the Loose. She was that satisfied. When the cyst came out, it jumped out and almost hit the floor. She showed immense excitement when she sliced right through the cyst.
Almost, oh good, almost cat.
Number 8. Inflamed cyst. Dr. Lee treated a woman with an epidermoid cyst on her back and called it one of her favorite treatment videos, and that's saying since she has a lot of treatment videos. An epidermoid cyst occurs when the skin cells burrow and multiply underneath the skin. The cyst had become an angry, inflamed cyst that had turned red under their skin. That's a total discomfort that Dr. Lee managed to treat, and it was as satisfying for her as it was for us.
You okay?
Feel that?
Yeah, no.
Oh, no?
No, I didn't feel it.
Okay, you just know what's going on.
Number 9. Scrotum cyst patient. While the majority of the video on the list scream excitement for the brilliant doctor, this particular case and patient was a bit sensitive for her, as the featured patient has calcinosis cutis. Calcinosis cutis occurs when the calcium deposits in the skin manifest as small covered bumps, an infection that happens to be on the patient's scrotum. Hence the sensitivity of the case, but Dr. Lee is proud of the case as she called the patient extremely brave. According to her, she posted the video because she wanted to remind viewers that benign growths can have negative impacts on patients' lives. It was a proud moment for the doctor.
So it looks like a
What?
testicle?
Does this act like a testicle? Does it shrink when it...
Number 10. Juicy scalp cyst. In a video uploaded to the beloved dermatologist's Instagram account, Dr. Lee popped a steatocystoma on a patient's scalp. In the video, Dr. Lee makes an incision that forces out the liquid contents that she excitedly called steatocystoma juice. She weirdly names cyst contents after food and drinks, making us question her taste in food.
That stuff out there.
Well, there you have it, guys. The top 10 Dr. Pimple Popper moments that gave Dr. Lee satisfaction. Did you enjoy the video? Which of the popping videos satisfied you, just like Dr. Lee? Also, which is your favorite? Let us know in the comments section. We hope you enjoyed the video as much as we did, and if you did enjoy watching the video, please don't hesitate to click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more great content like this. Thanks for watching. We hope to see you again. Adios.